This guy trained one side of his body with heavy weights and the other side with light weights. So what happened to his body and which one is better? I trained one side of my body heavy and the other light for a week.
Pick me. Of course, I know this guy. He's amazing.
This guy experiments with everything on his body, but what will happen?
Training one side of my body with lightweight for many reps and the other side heavy for a small amount of reps.
This is so interesting. I would hate training like this, by the way.
This is awful.
But I love that he's doing it.
Matt respected this guy.
And as you can maybe see, we are here in a completely new studio.
Gains.
This is looking pretty epic. Look at how big these lights are. I can see my future in here. We can also admire ourselves there. That's pretty sick.
Nice.
And we're working on a lot of this stuff still, but
I really like the look of it. It looks so cool.
this mic should be working. I think it works.
I think it's really good also for ASMR.
But expectations.
I think the high rep one will build more muscle in this short term. Because more blood flow.
And it's probably a new stimulus for him as well. He's
Yes.
never trained like this before. I think he's gonna end up liking the lighter weight more. Let's see how he's training.
Left is his heavy side. All right.
Also, at the same time, would not recommend. This is probably terrible for injuries as well.
This is the coordination to the next level.
Yeah, this is insane. Imagine seeing this in the gym.
You would be like, what the hell is going on here? The structure is good. So like really heavy, only 5 reps. And then the other one, 20 plus reps.
It's a very
Fine.
big difference.
Yeah.
You've got this chart where between 3 to 5 reps is still muscle building as low reps.
What is more strength?
And between 20 and 30 is on the high end where you can still build muscle. You will always build muscle. His right arm here looks so much smaller than the left arm.
Oh, yes.
Look at my head on the pad. It is totally leaning towards the lighter side. I will be paying for this later.
Like I said, this is the best way to get into injuries.
My left side felt more pumped and activated than my right side did. The next exercise, doing a single arm lat
This is a
pull
good
down.
exercise for one.
Now this exercise felt like I was getting a better stimulation with the lighter weight.
Why would that be? For the push, he feels the heavy side, and the pull, the light side.
I mean, it's only his experience though.
Moving on to your basic bicep curls, trying to do that 1-2 tempo, choosing a heavy weight on the left.
This is awful. 5 to 8 reps. I was about to say for dumbbell curls, 5 or less, it's hard. Try to find a weight where you can do, don't do it. Try to find a weight where you can do 3 dumbbell curls. You probably find yourself only being able to do 1 with decent form and then none after that, and then you have to swing a lot. Or you'll
8.
find yourself to be able to do close to like
8.
5 to 8,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
I could be completely wrong. His left side looks bigger than his right side in every single shot.
Yeah.
So it's either the pump of the heavy weights that is helping, or that his right side in general just looks less in this video.
I think his left arm is just bigger. I think
general.
maybe he's a lefty, I don't know.
He's lefty. Are you a lefty, Pygmy?
How's my pump look?
Looks bigger on one side.
I feel like I actually got more pumped on the left side, and that was like my heavier side. So I woke up this morning and I had a kink on the side of this neck right here on the right side. Maybe I had to do something with trying to do both at the same time and it being uneven.
Maybe.
You can see him actually pressing with his
Yeah,
neck
he's pressing
against the
with that,
bench.
yeah.
We're doing legs today. Now I did all 3 sets of around 20 reps on the right side before moving to the left side.
So he just did the entire exercise for one side and then he moves on to the other? He probably does it for the weight loading.
Yes. Oh, yes, of course.
Moving on to isolations for the legs.
Heavy leg extension. It feels like the tendon on your knee. It feels like it's about to pop.
Yes.
It did not feel sketchy doing lightweight for high reps on the leg extension machine for the right side, but when moving to the left side going to a heavier weight for less reps, it felt very sketchy on the knee. I actually had to cut this one short.
Good legs.
Yeah.
There's more happening here.
I would say left as well, yeah.
Day 3 of this one side light, one side heavy experiment. So my left leg is exceptionally sore compared to my right leg.
Just the heavy sets.
Yeah.
I mean, intensity is way higher.
I don't think he goes to failure enough. Like
Yeah,
he
but
thinks he goes to failure.
That's really difficult because
It's-
other factors start to play a role, like cardiovascular system, like your focus, everything.
What's up, guys? We are going to train one entire side today. So either right side doing lots of reps or left side lifting heavy.
So he's gonna train his right side, high reps of course, but only that today, so not his left side.
In order to be able to knock out a large amount of reps on the right side, I had to use some resistance bands tied around my pull-up bar. It seemed like with back movements, doing higher reps really seemed to isolate and stimulate those muscles very well for me.
He likes to go high rep with his back muscles.
The next day, the goal was to do all of the same exercises, but with no assistance.
If If I would conduct this research as an official research, then I would do it quite differently.
I would do it differently as well. I mean, that's kind of what I love about Pygmy as well. He just does these challenges and he's really doing it because he wants to, and then he just does it his way. He's just like, you know what? Let's do this.
I was really feeling the intensity on the left side, but it didn't feel like I was getting the best muscle stimulation doing these calisthenic movements at such low reps.
I understand that. When I train calisthenics low rep, I always sometimes have like 90-minute workouts or longer because I feel like I have to do more at the end because I don't feel finished yet.
It's like your central nervous system is destroyed.
So
you feel tired because you stop the reps because your body just gives up.
yeah, you can't.
But it's not specifically the muscles.
I used a 30-pound dumbbell and
This is hard to isolate on just one side.
You can't isolate one side of your core. Your core is not a muscle that is on the side. Like
No. It's everywhere. I just really want to see someone do this with like 3 reps versus 30 plus reps for a month.
You should have a twin and then do the experiment.
If you're a twin and you want to join the experiment, oh yes, send us an email in the description below.
Oh no,
do
yes.
it. Do it.
To be honest, yes.
Day 6 already.
So my right upper body, specifically the bicep, as well as like the rear delt, back, way more sore than my left side is.
So with body weight, you like high rep more.
Mind-muscle connection and just controlling the movement. Using the right muscles is the most important.
All right guys, it's full body time.
Full body. This sounds like it's gonna be the longest workout ever.
Worst workout ever.
By this day, it was really becoming an uncanny feeling, you know, just not doing the same amount of reps on each side. It's just weird. On top of all of the other energy imbalances I was already feeling from the previous days of this week. So can 1 week of training one side heavy and one side light really mess someone up that bad, mess myself up that bad?
When you think about it, it really sucks, and there's a reason we would never do this.
Yes.
If we actually dive in closely, it looks to me like my left side actually is bigger in the after than it was in the before.
Yeah.
His left is normally bigger, I think. Because this is also a bit bigger than this one. But this is definitely bigger than this one.
Yeah.
After this experiment, things were weird for the first couple of workouts. Notice myself
Whoa.
like leaning almost towards my left side for the first 5 reps when it comes to like push-ups
Oh.
and even pull-ups.
He's pushing harder.
Yeah, so he's used to do like sort of heavier with one side.
So I'm gonna have to consciously try to break that so I can even things back out.
But I mean, every time you start, it's like,
Yeah.
whoop.
So just because I think lifting the heavyweight made more of an impact, there were some certain instances where I felt like the lightweight was much more beneficial. For instance, a lot of things back related, it just felt like the squeeze was a lot better. So I think there's a time and a place for both.
Obviously, if your goal is to gain muscle, get fit, get active, and go to the gym, lighter weight, control it, it's probably the better way to go. You want to build strength, you gotta lift heavy. You really have to challenge yourself in the gym, even if the weight is a bit lighter.
You see results in all forms and shapes.
Probably try something out yourself, try it out, and see what works best for you, and also what you like the most.
That's
because
the most important thing.
That's what you will stay consistent at because you like it.
Make sure to subscribe to Pygmy, because mad respect. He dedicates his life to these challenges.
Just like how this guy dedicated his life to sumo wrestling. Also, he has a crazy 10,000 calorie diet and he is an insane athlete. Make sure to check it out here. Subscribe to his link and hit that bell.